Hey there. We are finally, after a little more than
Too
a year,
long.
I think, getting around to putting a actual gate on the fence for the goat run area. So right now we are walking through behind the chicken run here, which has become overrun with blackberries, which is great for shelter for the chickens, and it's nice and picturesque little, tunnel to walk through. But when you're having to, bend over to walk through it, carrying a bucket of chicken food and getting scratched up the whole way, it's not so glamorous anymore. So we're going to finally put a gate over here, right here, on the goat pen so that we can get in easier and take care of them. Plus, whenever we clean out the barn, it's, yeah, trying to get all that stuff to the compost is not easy. We actually, over here, we've actually cut the fence. And right now there's just a cattle panel there holding it shut because we had to get the compost stuff out. So it needs to be done. It's overdue. The problem that we had was, how are we going to hang a gate here? Because we didn't want to drive wooden posts into the ground. For one, there's leach lines around here. For two, that's just a lot of work that we are not really qualified to do. Not that that ever stops us. So what'd you find? Their
So
solution?
I found on Amazon some gate hinges that just slide over T-posts. So we're going to see how those work. They seem like they should be pretty simple. You slide them on and then you mount your gate on it just like a regular gate would. And we're going to see how it goes. And hopefully the T-post is strong enough to hold the weight of our gate and swing and do what we need. So we still got to rig up something for our latch, but that'll be an interesting thing to accomplish, but
What's new?
we'll make it happen.
Good enough homesteading, right? Do you want to show us our gate that you made here? This is our gate. Just quick, simple, slap together, nothing fancy.
And the way these hinges work, we just have an eye hook on the side of the gate that the hinges will go on, and we'll kind of show you that when we get that on. So
Seems simple enough.
yeah.
Much easier solution. Okay, let's try not to break something. All right, first things first, he just shored up that dog fence there, make sure it was nice and secure. And now we're going to attach this fence, what is it called? Picket?
Slat.
Fence slat to it and try to make sure it's nice and secure. And that is what we are going to have.
Mount the latch on.
Yes, that's the word. Our latch for the gate, because yeah, it's got to have something to attach to. We just realized that the smallest screws we have are 1 1/4 inch, which is far too wide for that fence pat. What do you call that? Fence slat. So we're gonna throw some 2x on it. It's not gonna be pretty, but it'll work. It's good enough, right? If you want your farm to be gorgeous, like the things you see on social media, that's fine, but pretty costs. We're more about function over fashion over here, so we're just using things that we have on hand, and this is what we have on hand. As long as it works, that's the important thing to us. Okay, now we've got this secured here. We got to figure out where to put our T-post to actually hang the gate on, and he's testing for the latch there where it's going to attach. It's coming together. happen? How did that happen? Not really sure how. Maybe when we go back and watch the replay, we could figure it out. But somehow our T-post ended up being like 1.5 inches, 2 inches too far away for the gate latch. So now we're trying to pull it out and redo it. Not ideal. There's always something, you know? It never goes exactly the way you planned. What is this magical nail that you're hammering in here?
Supposedly a locking pin. In theory, that should hold it from moving up or down or whatever.
Okay. And how's this bottom one? Just the slanting?
Well, it's got the nub here. I have grabbed an extra nail of my own in case we wanted to try and put something in it. I don't know that it's going to come out.
Yeah, so just like this slantedness kind of keeps it in place.
Yeah, because this hits the nub.
Okay.
I mean, I can put this in. It's not going to
There you
hurt
go.
it, but...
All right. Installing the latch.
Where you want it.
Okay, the gate's up. Now we just have to reattach the fence here to the post, which we probably should have done before we finished hanging the gate and latching it in. But we didn't. Learn from our mistakes. Do it in the right order. Well done. Took those hours. Thoughts?
The hinges work.
Yeah, the hinges are nice. Just make sure you get your post where it belongs the first time.
Yeah.
And put your fence on before you hang the gate officially.
Yeah, that's a bit of a catch-22 because you wouldn't be able to slide the hinges over, so you kind of have to mark out where your hinges are going to go. Especially the top one, you have to put it in on when you're mounting the actual gate. So it's you probably could do the bottom of your fence, attach it with the hinge in place at the bottom. That you may have to leave the top loose, get your gate actually mounted on the hinges, and then do the top a little bit. But other than that, I guess it was okay.
Yeah, wasn't too bad.
This wood piece in the middle is actually more rigid than I expected it to be. We kind of expected it to pivot, but it seems like it's going to work okay. We'll see in the long run how it goes.
Yeah, we tried to really secure it tightly with those metal straps, and then also it's kind of bumping into the fencing here a little bit to prevent any extra wobble that way. And I don't think we showed it, but we, just shored up the gate there with some wire just to make sure it stays, doesn't sag or anything, just to help with keeping it in the right place. So we finally have a goat gate. That's gonna be so nice. I'm definitely gonna be spending more time with my goats now that they're easier to access. Anything else?
I think that's it.
All right, well there you go. Goat gate. Until next time when you put one on my garden. What you think, Demelza? What you think, Demelza? Daisy, if you move your butt, we can show how it opens. She's just gonna chill right there, take a nap. Cool. Enjoy.
As they stand on it more, it's gonna